This is my Valentine's Day starter of scallop and cauliflower. To start this dish, the first thing I'm going to do is heat up my pan here, and then I'm going to lightly toast some curry powder in my pan. I'm going to toast it for about 5 minutes. The reason we're doing this first is because the oil you want to infuse for about an hour. So you want to make sure it's all nicely toasted. Now while that's toasting, what I want to do is just slightly bash up my lemongrass. The reason we slightly bashing the lemongrass is because this will help the oils come out of it. So bruise it up, make it nice and juicy, and everyone's a winner. I'm then just going to finely slice it. Don't forget to keep on stirring your curry powder because you don't want it to burn, although you want it to toast. You'll smell as you're doing this. The smells are absolutely fantastic. I'm also now going to finely slice some lime leaves. Now, why these are also toasting, on my hob behind me, I've got 100 mils of extra virgin olive oil. I'm just heating that up so it's nice and warm. I'm going to be adding that to my curry powder shortly with the lemongrass and lime leaves. This doesn't take very long to make this curry oil, as in processes, but it's so worth it. Even toasting your own curry powder, you can use Madras curry powder or whatever you want. You will smell it, and it just, honestly, the fragrances are banging. So this is toasted now for 5 minutes. So I'm now going to add my warm extra virgin olive oil, my lime leaves and lemongrass. Turn off the heat slightly now because I want it to infuse, not cook. It smells absolutely divine. Now I'm just going to put this over on my hob's behind me because I want it in a nice warm place to carry on infusing. I will be straining this, but not until I finish cooking the rest of the dishes. So now I'm going to do my puree. First things first is I only need half this cauliflower for now. So I'm just going to take out the core, and then I'm going to break up my florets. I want about half of them for now. So I'm just going to break these away by hand, snap it in half. Job's a good one. So I'm just going to melt some butter off quickly, and then I'm just going to break this down nice and small. Now my butter's melted, I'm just going to add my cauliflower. We're just going to sweat off the cauliflower, cook it slightly, pinch of salt. So this has been on for about 4 minutes now. So I'm now just going to add some milk. I'm going to bring the milk to the boil, and then I'm just going to simmer it nice and gently for about 10 minutes. My cauliflower has been cooking now for 10 minutes, so with a slotted spoon, I'm just going to add it, just the cauliflower, to my blender. Then I'm going to add a little bit of the cooking liquor. So I'm going to blend it. I want to make a nice thick puree. So I'm just going to add a little bit of the cooking liquor and give it a blend. Now I've got the rest of my butter, and I'm just going to take this up to temperature. So I want this to be about 150. So I want it to start getting a nice nutty brown. So give my lemon a bit of a roll. This will help get the juices flowing. While this is just coming to temperature, I'm going to start slicing some of my cauliflower for my cauliflower slices. So now my butter's been on for a while, it's starting to go a bit nutty in colour. I'm just going to add my puree to my butter. I'm just going to take it off the heat at this point. Squeeze of lemon juice, and then we're just going to give it a good stir. So once you mix this all in, give it a little taste, and then we're going to cover it to stay warm. For me, that doesn't need any more salting, so I salted it quite heavily earlier, so I'm just going to leave that and just cover it to stay nice and toasty. So I'm just going to heat my pan up for my cauliflower slices. So whilst my pan's coming up to temperature, I'm just going to strain my curry oil. Pan's now nice and warm. Add a little bit of oil in. I'm just going to give these about a minute on each side. So what I've got here is some amazing scallops. Now, as you may or may not know, I am not a big fish eater. So I touched base with Harry, MasterChef champion, and asked him how best to cook these. So what we're going to do is firstly take the roe off, and then we're going to treat it a bit like a steak. So we're going to give it a good pat down and dry off. I'm now just going to flip my cauliflower. Nice colour. So my curry oil to my squeezy bottle. A little squeeze of lemon to it now. Just going to pop this on the side and get this pan nice and hot. I'm just going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. Can use rapeseed. Swirl around there. And now flat side, just going to add our scallops. Now we're going to cook them for about 2 minutes each side. So need a little bit longer. Not too much though. Want to get a nice little crust, that's good. Now I'm just going to have a nice little bit of butter. Squeeze a lemon. Take it off the heat. And give our scallops a nice basting. So now I'm just going to plate it up. I'm going to start off with some of this amazing cauliflower puree. Just give it a nice little slide. And to add my lovely scallops. One there and one just there. Some of my beautiful cauliflower florets. Finish it with a drizzle of my curry oil. And there is my Valentine scallop and cauliflower puree starter.